to the ZEZE MILLZ show. Obviously, I'm ZEZE MILLZ. This is like a new set. This is our new temporary set. And I'm loving it. And I have a special guest in my new space. He said it's only right that he was the first person in the new space. Give it up for Hardy. Do you want to say your whole name?
Yeah, go on.
I always get the last name wrong though, because I'm just so bad at saying names. I say Hardy CAPRIO.
But it's not C-A-R.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I was calling H for the last year? Atich.
No, but have you got any reading difficulties?
Yeah, I might do, you know.
How did you do in school?
I got an A for English.
Did you?
But I just see all the words mixed up, the letters mixed up and everything. Go and tell me.
Hardy CAPRIO.
That's what it should be, because it is C-A-P.
Yeah, C-A-P-R-I-O.
I know, but I'm so bad. I just make up. I feel like it's my own personal relationship with you guys. I just make up random last names. Maybe I'm dyslexic.
Maybe, you know.
You think so?
Yeah. How would you feel if I came and I was like ZEZE MILLZ?
It happens.
Did people call you that?
I don't. Yeah, but my real name is difficult anyway.
What is it?
So people be like Zalaka, or how do you say it? And I'd be like, you know.
Yeah, but you know, Hardy CAPRIO is not the hardest.
I know, but
one.
it's the C, the P.
C-A-P.
C, I know it's the C, and I see the R before, so it's all like messy.
So you see the R before?
I see all the letters mixed
so
up
you
like
might
that.
need to get checked.
Maybe. But
Well,
I'm just gonna call you.
I've helped you in that way.
Thank you. I'm just gonna call you Hardy.
Yeah, that's it. That's fine.
Does anyone call you anything else?
H.
I was gonna say that, but then I thought it might be too close to.
H.
Yeah.
I think it's because people probably call him H, but in like a Mancunian accent.
Right.
H.
H.
Yeah, do you get what I'm
But
saying?
we can just call you H.
Exactly, like southernize it.
Because we're from London.
Exactly. I'm from Croydon.
I was just about to say that. Croydon is not. It's something else that's happening.
If you Google it though, it's London.
There's only one place, right? How can it take you as long as it does on the train as it does driving? I've Google searched. Okay, every time I go to Croydon, yeah, I put it in and I think, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna get in the car, or am I gonna get on or am I just gonna train it? I never train it because it always. But I literally see an hour and a half, and it's exactly the same thing. Croydon is out. If I met a guy, say if I met you, and you told me you lived in Croydon, I'd be like, this could never work.
Some people are worth the effort.
Are they really though? Never to travel all the way to Croydon.
Leave that for the people.
But how have you been though? What's been happening?
That's a broad question, isn't it? Because it's an interview.
I feel like with you, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound wrong, but it's not.
Go on.
I feel, and you kind of answered it just as we was off camera. I feel like with you, you're one of those artists that you actually have done a lot.
Yeah.
But people don't realize that you've done a lot. So you know, there's certain songs that come on and they'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know you did that song. Or I didn't know you was a part of that song.
Yeah.
I feel like that is kind of you in a way.
The bracket that I feel.
It's like when you actually look up, oh wow, you've had two platinum selling songs. You've done, you charted, you had top 3 last year. Like all of these things, I don't think people realize. Or is it because you don't really make that much noise on socials? Could it be that as well? I don't feel like.
I think it's a combination of things, isn't it? It depends on like how often you're releasing, like how frequently is it happening, because you know social media is quite fast paced, and I think as well the songs that you hear me on that are big, you don't get a lot of my personality. You do, but you don't get all of it. Like you don't get a whole 360 image. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's like big songs like, who would I give it to? Like Heady Both. Like that's a very, like only Heady could have made that, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas Best Life, me and Asa made that, but in a weird way, anyone could have made that.
Does that bother you though?
Nah, because it's like when making those songs, that was the intention, innit? It's like, this is away from me, this is for all of us.
Right, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, and I feel like that's how the songs resonated. It's for everyone to enjoy.
I was watching an interview with you, and what I got from it was, I feel like you're extremely strategic. Like everything is methodical with you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, okay, this is what you said something about when it came to rapping, you said you had to get like 100K views within a certain time. And if you didn't, then you was going to be like, fuck this shit, like I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
So then, is rap for you, is it a passion, or is it more of just like, I understand that this is a good business model to be a part of, and I'm going to do what I need to do to make what I need to make?
I would say it's definitely a passion, because when I'd done it, there wasn't money in it like there is now. So you see how everything's blown up and there's the Spotify and everything. I was on Spotify in like late 2016.
Right.
So before then, it was just like, it's just, in my life, I have to have a balance between chasing my passion selfishly and I've got responsibilities.
Right.
So at that point, I was like, look, I think I'm right, but I don't want to be idealistic for the rest of my life. So let me give everything that I can humanly do towards this passion of mine. And if it doesn't work, call it a day.
Right.
And then, so I would definitely say it's a passion of mine due to the songs that I choose to make, like my daily duppy. That wasn't for anyone other than people that might have gone through something similar to me. So I think there's a lot of passion there, definitely.
When did you when did you realize, like, okay, yeah, this is happening now. I can make money from it. I can live a nice life. When did you think, yeah, this is happening?
After Unsigned.
Okay.
After Unsigned, yeah.
And then what was that feeling like? Like, I can act, because, you know, before we started, I was saying, oh, you know, you feel a bit anxious. Sometimes when you're in this game, you feel like anxious because everything is so quick. Like the turnaround is so quick. Oh, someone new, goodbye, da 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 da. So I feel when you want to be at the top of everything, you kind of always have to be 10 steps ahead, but then it gives you that anxious feeling, well, for me anyway.
Yeah.
When Unsigned happened, what was it feeling? Was it a feeling of anxiousness, or was like, okay, I just need to keep bringing out?
No, so after that, I was just like, I'm happy I'm here, but I got to improve.
Right.
Because I was like, yeah, it's sick that I've done this, but I'm not the best rapper in the country, and I'm not the best artist in the country, so how do I improve? Obviously, in my personal life, I was like, yeah, this is sick. So that's how I made like my follow-up like single. She's like, rah, like, she must think I'm a rapper, because I was like, rah, maybe I'm a rapper now. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like over the moon in my personal life, but as an artist, I wanted to be humble and say, look, I still need to learn here and here, and still need to learn here and here, because I think that whole fast-paced thing is a pressure that other people put on you, but all the best artists do take huge breaks and they do come back and they do something that resonates. So it's like, I think it can be a bit of an illusion. Obviously you got to have a balance where you respect the fans and like they're waiting for you and they're supportive of you, but do what you can to make the best music.
Because I saw you put a post out recently, just the festivals that you've done, saying, you know, you take breaks and stuff. I think that is one thing with you, you kind of do disappear. That's what I'm saying. I feel you're there. It's like you're in the scene, but you're not really. You're not like a typical rapper.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't know, innit? Because I feel like people call me anything, innit? It's like, before Unsigned, I was rapping on Garage. And then after Unsigned, I've done songs like Guten Tag.
Yeah.
So I'm just a black boy that makes music in my eyes. Like I understand why everyone has that need to bracket something, because it's just how we operate as people, but I'm just a black youth that makes music, innit?
Talk to me about 2020, because you seem to like put out bare songs during that time. Like you put out quite a few songs, which were a little bit like not your usual type of sound. It was because you went to uni, you got a degree. I would say you're definitely not like a gangster rapper at all. You're kind of feel good vibes. I'm gonna make you feel nice. Do you think people, sometimes you go under the radar because everyone wants this gangster rapper, this type of lifestyle all the time?
I think again, it depends where you're looking at, because I feel that when I got back from let's say 2020, when I released those sort of vibes, I was in ends.
Right,
so when I made Best Life, I was out. Like, I was always out. I was out of the country. So I put my mood on paper. Yo, we're living our best life. And then when I've come back, obviously, you know how London's like. I'm not getting people singing my praises in my immediate surroundings, and I'm quite emotional, innit? I'm sensitive to information. Right. So it's not, oh, Hardy, you went platinum. It's like, yo, Hardy, fuck you. Like, I'm on Hardy, I'm on this. And it's not a thing where I was then trying to portray anything other than being genuine to who I was at that time. And I think I was still quite immature, because around me, I don't feel like I had the best company saying, oh, ignore that. Obviously, everything falls on me, but naturally, I think what my immaturity, my emotional immaturity, allowed me to make some of my best songs, and it allowed me to make some of my worst moves.
What do you mean, when you said that, what do you mean the people around you? Do you like your team and your stuff?
No, like, just, I'm quite like with my friends. Like, if you see my videos, I'm always with my friends, innit? Like, I've never really been caught up with trying to surround myself with like everyone in the industry. No disrespect to them, just I want to be with the people that I came up with.
How does the industry like take you, do you think?
I'll never know, to be honest with you.
But you must get like a vibe when you're around people. Do you connect with the younger lot more, or the olders more?
I think the older lot. I speak to the older lot more, so I might have a phone call here with Wretch or Gets randomly,
right.
or even Dizzy when because I've sampled his song. I feel like I understand like the older ones. I'm quite slow and methodical, like you said. So I like to hear from people that have a bit more wisdom. So like the younger ones, if we say in the scene, they have a different energy. Like, I wouldn't even say I'm in the same scene as them. I would say we've got the same skin color. Do you get what I mean? I'm quite different from them.
Do you think that's why it might seem like you're not a part of it, but you are a part of it?
I think we do the same thing in terms of we rhyme words, but then I have as much in common with a spoken word artist than I do a drill rapper. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what I feel like you're getting at. Right. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, it's kind of like sometimes with me as well, I feel like I'm on the outside in, if that makes sense. People be like, oh, you're a part of the scene, but I don't necessarily feel like I am. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't necessarily get invited to all the stuff, but I'm in it, but I'm not in it, if that makes sense. And I kind of feel that's the type of vibe that I get from you. Like, you're in it, like people respect you, people rate you. But you know, there's some people, I call it like the cool crowd, the cool kid crowd, where they think they're cool, but really nothing's really going on. But do you get what I mean? It's like that cool crowd, and that's what, because you don't talk about certain things and portray a certain lifestyle. Do you?
I feel like I never thought I was gonna be part of that cool crowd anyway, because that's not what I am. Do you get what I'm saying? If you hear me on Guten Tag, I said copped a house before I got jewels.
Right.
Whereas I feel like rap generally has the opposite message. Like, it's kind of like, be flamboyant, I don't care about what I spend today. I'm like, bro, I actually care about what I spend today. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
That's the type of person I am, innit? So I feel like you attract those sort of people. As far as the cool crowd, maybe you see them, I don't know, like who the, I won't be dumb and say I don't know who people feel like are the cool crowd, but it's each to their own, innit? Like, we all fit different spaces. Like I said, I think we share the same internet, but we don't share the same audience. We're just from the same place, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean by that?
No, I get what you're saying.
So it's like, they make that and they appeal to their audience like that. I make this and I have a whole separate audience. When you go to everyone's headline show, you really get an understanding, oh, these people are different.
Right.
And they make different things for different people. I feel like the naive thing to do, which everyone does, is kind of assume that we all occupy the same space, because we all do different things naturally.
So you studied accountancy, right? Did you study accountancy at uni?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go down? Most people do. Well, I went to uni, I did English literature with creative writing. Can you believe I did English literature and I can't even get basic words right? Imagine that. How embarrassing is that? I did English literature. No, first of all, I tried to do business management. That was an L. I was like, this is not happening. So I switched courses and then English literature and creative writing. Why accountancy?
I wanted to.
So did you always know you was going to do rapping?
Yeah.
So where you did accountancy just so you knew how to handle your money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Was it not like was it also because you come from an African household that you had to go to uni? Was that a thing? Was your parents okay with you wanting to do rapping?
like, so I speak about it. I was quite a rebellious like kid, innit?
Right.
So no one could tell me no one could tell me at that age what to do. Like, I've already gone through quite a rebellious spree. Me and my mum have quite like adult conversations. I feel like I grew up in a household that aged me quite fast. So
Okay.
me and my cousins were always, were always saying, look, like, we live a life that once we make our decisions, that God, like, when our parents pass away, we have to live with every decision we make.
Right,
so I'm not making it based on them. I'm making it based on me. So if I'd done it for my parents, I would have done medicine or law.
Oh, okay.
But I was just like, yeah, like, alright, cool. Let me still go uni because rap's not popping at the moment. If it was, it might have been a different thing.
And what do you mean at that time rap wasn't popping? Like, you just mean the UK scene wasn't how it
No,
is
I
now?
just started, didn't it? So once.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you meant the infrastructure around it wasn't there for you to.
Yeah, you could attribute that as well. But
Okay.
I was just like, yeah, like, might as well still go here. As much as I want to chase my dream, I have the capability to do both. So why not?
Have you always been good with academic stuff? Like, is that your?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that we don't, like, whenever I feel we don't push that side. I don't really know a lot of, there's a few obviously, but I don't really know a lot of rappers that push the narrative like, yeah, I went to uni and I thought, actually, let me do, I want to do the rap thing, but let me think of something that could go alongside the rapping. Do you get what I mean? It's kind of, yeah, I came from the streets, you wasn't born here, was you?
No, I wasn't.
So I speak about this sometimes with, like when I do my podcast, it's about rappers saying they came from the trenches. Like, yeah, I came from the trenches, like this, like that. So you was born where?
Sierra Leone.
And then what was
Moved to Germany.
Right.
So moved to Germany at 1 year old, and then came here at 4 years old.
So do you remember your time in No. So would you say you came from the trenches?
Yeah, I was dirt poor.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say dirt poor. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would say, like, whatever people call the trenches, whatever they want to fetishize, I was dirt poor. Do you get what I'm saying? When growing up, it was like one trainer, one everything. I wouldn't say we weren't homeless, but we lived in a 3-bedroom. Was it even 3 bedrooms? Like 3 or 2 bedroom in New Adderton. Like, grew up around like quite a few travelers, everything. Do you get what I'm saying? So, or should I say, I wasn't dirt poor, but relatively poor to the school that I went, because I went to a school for the rich kids.
Oh, okay, right.
So it's like.
So how did that happen then?
I think my mum faked catchment, you know. Like, when I'm older, I think she faked catchment.
No, because, so then how did you know, because the excuse that we hear, or the reasoning or whatever, is you come from that environment, so you get sucked into that lifestyle. But would you say because you went to school out of ends, that's probably why you didn't get sucked into that lifestyle, or was it a conscious effort?
It was both.
Right.
I had an older brother that did.
Okay.
I have an older brother that did, and I saw how that panned out for him. He's 12 years older than me.
Okay.
So, like, a lot of the things, like, I saw already. So, like, you know, like, I was probably 7 years old around, like, guns and weed and everything. So by the time everyone loved it, my mum made it seem quite stupid, because she's like, look at where your brother is. So it never really appealed to me, to be honest with you.
In the industry that kind of is, I would say, glorifies that lifestyle, do you ever feel like you should maybe do music like that sometimes to fit in, or to get further, or for people to like you more, or for people to think?
I think I've definitely been victim of that. But
You think so?
I think I've definitely been victim of that, because I would say songs like, what would I say? Songs like, with songs like 9 Lives, Zoom, like, it was just me trying to tap into, not even trying to tap in, XYZ, all them sort of songs. I was giving back that energy. I wouldn't say I consciously done it,
Right.
but I was like, oh, I'm being real to myself. Like, which was, because I think people can look at it themselves and say, if you look at your surroundings, what can I talk about? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like I said to you, I'm still with my friends a lot of the time, so I'm still hearing a lot of things. I'm still hearing a lot of negativity. And then that's how you get caught up in the cycle, I guess, because you give that energy when you should have been just giving energy towards progression.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't say I necessarily done it to fit in, but I can understand why it happens, innit?
So the song with Wes,
Yeah.
when that first came out, or everyone heard that you was doing it, everyone was like, oh man, why are you gonna do the song with the guy from Love Island for? Like, and then it came out, everyone was like, do you know what? Yeah, it's actually quite catchy. So
Yeah.
did you do it because you knew that the reach was gonna be mad? Like Love Island, you're tapping into that market, or did you do it because you thought actually this song is hard?
I think I just thought the song was hard, you know?
Was you worried about doing the song with Wes?
Not really, because I think when I done Unsigned, I went to my gut, I said, do you know what, I think I'm one of them kids that liked pop when I was growing up, by the way. So I liked a lot of N-dubs, I liked a lot of melodics. Do you get what I'm saying?
Fair enough, okay, cool.
So when I heard the song, I was just like, yo, this slaps.
Yeah,
I went to school in Bromley. I don't have anyone to impress.
Right.
So when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I like this song. Let me do it. That's my whole mantra. If I like this song, let me do it.
Because you're not really, I guess you're not boxed in, you kind of do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But surely, has that always worked for you though? Have you not had like pushback? When you sign, surely they have like a level of control. And then like if you bring out a big song like Best Life, they not just want you to keep doing songs like that all the time, or they want you to chase that big hit that you got.
A label's a business, so naturally their intention is to chart things high. My intention in my career is to have a respectable career that we can all reflect on and say, oh, Hardy gave me a lot of music that I could live with. That's my intention.
Right.
So it's just about matching communicating, because sometimes I feel like there's a lot of frustration built up by not understanding those 2 points. Do you get what I'm saying? Because people think it's the same thing. And I think if you communicate with them well, I can't speak for every artist, I can only speak for my situation. They're not the worst in the world. Like, they're quite understanding. Sometimes they might push back on here and I'll be like, look, XYZ, because of XYZ, I want to do this.
But do you think you have that understanding because you went to uni and you maybe learnt the business side of it before you kind of entered into it properly?
I wouldn't say I was always good at that. I wouldn't say it, because I'm quite blunt.
Right,
and
okay.
I'm quite forward. But I do have my friends that pull me up and just say, look, like, people skills, innit? So I just learned, okay, like, once someone broke that down for me, I was like, fair enough. Like, we're not actually fully on the same page, but there's a mutual goal in it, or there's in the Venn diagram, when the circles overlap, there's a sweet spot. So it's just about communicating and finding a way. I know there's a lot of horror stories in it, and I think they're quite valid, but I don't know, I think patience and communication, innit? Sometimes they might feel like I'm hell, sometimes I feel like vice versa, but right now we're good. Right now we're good.
So what's the lady saying then? What's the lady saying? Are you taken? Are you?
Yeah, I'm taken, man.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm taken.
I feel like you're a relationship guy.
Yeah.
You give off that relationship, but shall I tell you why though?
Go on.
You give off Essex vibes.
Is it?
Yeah, bare Essexy vibes, like, yeah, you're right, mate, yeah, gonna go up Sugar Hut, yeah, Sugar Hut. I feel like you'll say you go Sugar Hut before you say go tape.
I don't know Sugar Hut.
Okay, Sugar Hut is like, used to be this place in Essex that they used to go on Towie.
Mm.
But I feel like you'd go up Towie before you went up West.
I think I'm a bit versatile, you know. I'm a bit of both, a cheeky bit of both.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you give off that vibe, like, yeah, you know.
Mm.
So you said you're taken, you're a relationship guy.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I did something with you, I did like something ages ago. You said you was in a relationship. Then I asked you if you're in a relationship. You said, so how long has this one been going on for then?
Oh gosh, early days. It's early doors.
Early days. Do you snap them up quickly?
Yeah, I'm passionate, man.
What does that mean?
I'm passionate. I know what I want in life, innit?
So what, you start linking, and then after, like, how long does it... This is what I'm saying. I feel like the younger guys, you lot are smart with this, yeah? You like the girl, you get it going, and that's it. The older guys, oh my God, you're waiting like 1 to 2 years for them to decide if you're even girlfriend material. Fuck wifey material or a wife. It's, oh, are you girlfriend material? How did you get so passionate?
I think that's how I am.
No, but a lot of guys that come from the hood, they claim that they're not passionate people. They don't know how to express themselves. They're not this. Why are you so passionate? How?
I literally write on songs for 3 minutes how I feel, innit? So I have to know how I feel.
Yeah, but some people say they do that, but they still, like the other day, I didn't get in trouble. Everyone got onto me because I said that Notes was soft. And I didn't mean it in a bad way. I meant it in like, you're in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
You understand your emotions, you get it. And I feel like sometimes a lot of men don't. So when you meet a guy that seems in tune with his emotions, it's a vulnerable side that I think that we don't get a lot.
I think you did trigger Notes, so you weren't trying to trigger him. It was the wording. It was the wording though, innit?
Okay, but so you would be offended if I said you were soft?
I wouldn't, but I feel like I can understand what happened there, innit? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't mean it, and I get that nurturing and vulnerable side from you, which I don't think is I think it's a good thing.
That's a bad thing.
I think it's good. So what? Marriage, kids?
Yeah, we'll see.
You said early days.
Early days, isn't it?
Do you drink from the fountain of youth?
I look young, innit? Yeah, thanks. I'll take it. I look young still.
No, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you drink from the fountain of youth? Maybe that's why you're so
Oh.
young. See, that's what's keeping him young.
I'm a free man, innit? I do what I want, innit?
Why is it, yeah, that whenever I ask that question, all of a sudden everyone starts getting all like tongue-tied, like, oh, I don't know, I'm not too sure, should I say? What's wrong with saying you enjoy?
Yeah, I'm a free man, innit? Like, what can anyone tell me?
You seem quite laid back.
Yeah.
So did you get annoyed? Because if I remember correctly, you bought your mum a car, and obviously sick thing that happened. Most people can't even do that. But the internet seemed to have something to say about the type of car that you bought her. Do those things ever get to you? Do you ever just feel like going online and be like, oh, suck your mum, shut up?
Do you know what it is? A lot of people are like, they're just lost in it. They're insecure and they project it on you. Like, I'm not getting my mum. I love my mum. I'm not putting her in a supercar. She can't drive that well. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
On her 30, she's driving 23.
Yeah.
I'm not putting her in a range or anything. And at the same time, it's a car, isn't it? Like, that's her favourite car. You know, mums love the Nissan.
Well, this is the thing, because I saw Ardi done it today. He bought his mum a car, and there was bare people, like, there were so many people in the comments saying, I hope no one comes in him and is negative about the type of car that he's bought her. And I thought it's so sad that people can't even put things up that they bought their parents, without people online who probably can't even afford to buy their mum a necklace or whatever, or do something nice for their mum on that scale, have all these opinions.
Yeah.
How have you like found dealing with fame? Because you kind of finished uni, didn't you? And then you signed your record deal, and then you've kind of just been in this world since then. So how's it been for you?
I think it's matured me a lot, you know. I think
so?
it's by force, it's matured me a lot, because you just have to get with it or get lost with the tide.
Right.
Naturally, you're never going to be the same person once you reach a certain height, innit? And I think it's just accepting that. I don't think I've necessarily put that across in my music just yet. I think I'm about to.
Right.
But like, I've been worse, innit? I've been poor, so who cares, innit? Like now it's just like everyone's gonna have something to say. When I was poor, people had something to say. Now, of course they have something to say. I'm in everyone's faces. Yeah, I think definitely put me through a lot of things, but I'm a soldier, man, so.
Has anyone ever told you, don't take this the wrong way, yeah? I don't know why, but you really remind me of Pastor Toby. You do. There's something about you that really reminds me of you,
What,
of
the
him.
bald head?
It's not even the look. It's something. It's like he's very laid back. Like obviously, I interviewed him, and he's very laid back. and just very charismatic and quite charming, like when you sit down with him face to face or just be in his, and you give off that, if I can't be the first person that's told you this.
No, I'm charming.
No, that you remind them of Pastor Toby.
No, you're the first person.
Am I the first person?
Yeah, you are, you know.
I can't, you give me that vibe. Not that you're a con artist or anything like that, but I'm just saying, you give me off that relaxed vibe.
Yeah, I'm both, innit? Like I can be quite relaxed, I can be quite energetic, but when I speak, I prefer to be relaxed, so I'll actually articulate my thoughts. So yeah. You
don't really do a lot of interviews, why is that?
I feel like I just had to get my career in the right space, that I was in control of it and the trajectory that it's about to go, rather than people writing my story for me.
What would you say your trajectory is?
I'm going for 20 years, man. I'm going for 20 years, baby.
20 years?
Yeah.
In the game?
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible?
Yeah.
How?
I think discipline, innit?
Yeah, but how do you plan to stay current for the next 20 years?
It's not about staying current, it's about growing with your fan base and naturally taking them with you. I think trying to be the new current kid, it's impossible. You're never gonna be. That's when people start doing funny things, like imagine me, I don't know, like imagine me tech tracksuited out right now. It wouldn't make sense. I'm 25, innit? Like I'm growing up, I've done accounting, I'm just growing up, do you get what I'm saying? So obviously you lose people and you gain people, because there's a whole world of people that are like me, innit?
So would you ever, so alongside the music, what else would you be doing though? Or are you just gonna be, because you know sometimes when you get to like 60, like how old are you now? So 25. Another 20, 25, so you're gonna be like 50, yeah? When you plan to retire.
Yeah.
So how do you think about not being that corny 45-year-old spitting?
I think Jay-Z done it with the story like 444. Talk about financial stuff, innit?
Fair enough, yeah.
I think you're not corny the minute you say your reality. I think the corny factor comes from like, you're just doing a lot. Like, do you get what I mean? Imagine me saying, I don't even know, this is gonna make me sound bare old, but I don't even know what slang kids are saying nowadays.
But I think you're a little bit maturer though. You feel older. You feel like you're not 25. If you told me you was like 30, then I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is quite unusual, because I feel that, especially the young boys in the scene, they get lost. Well, not lost. There's that element of, oh my God, this is. Or do you think you've just gone past that stage now?
I think I had it, and I think, like I said, this is a sink or swim industry. If you don't get past it, you sink. Do you get what I'm saying? You see it. Like a wise man learns from other people's mistakes, and you see it.
Do you feel like if you plan to stay here for 20 years, do you think that's why you kind of you just take your time? Whereas other people probably think it's you going away, disappearing, whatever.
Yeah, like I think if you believe that everything is quote unquote luck, and there was never no strategy to it, that's why it might feel a bit hard to replicate. Like say for example, let's keep it a buck, like my last two songs were meaty.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like I never looked at them or like as songs to take over the world. I was just like, let me tell my story on this. Let me show them like where I'm at now. Oh, I like the packaging of this. Not everything has to be one up, but the only people that are gonna comment on that are like insecure people. If you like it, you like it. Like say for example, I'm a big Skepta fan.
Right.
I've never watched his views. I don't care. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I listen to it, I go on about my day. When Ed Sheeran drops something, I listen to it, I go on about my day. I don't care if it's got 10 million, I don't care if it's got 200,000. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think once you live in that space, you'll be fine, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Let's just say, I don't know, man. Let's just say everything I do gets 200,000 views, or even let's say 10,000 views. If 10,000 people like it, or even say 1,000 people like it, I can sell that out for the rest of my life. Do you get what I'm saying? That obviously everyone wants the big bucks, but like, I'm a hustler. I know what I'm gonna do in this industry, innit?
So are you involved in other things like property and all those?
I do stuff here and there, innit?
And then how did you just educate yourself or teach yourself?
I learn from people. I just always ask for advice. Because especially where I'm occupied with music a lot, I just ask people for advice. How did I do this? How did you do this? I gain like a sample and put it together, and then I have a swing at it.
So moving forward is like your thing to show more of your personality? Because I don't think people really know your personality that much.
Yeah,
I watch your stories and you're quite funny. You're like you said, you're always with your friends and whatnot. But I don't feel like people get to see that side of you.
I think it's in my music as well, isn't it? Though I think obviously, like you see it, but if you wanted to see it, it's there as well. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I've got quite unique song names. Like She Must Think I'm a Rapper. The reason I done that, I was like, I don't know a rapper that's made a song called Rapper.
Right, okay.
Like raw, like it's sarcastic straight away, innit? Like I was like, yo, that's sick. How did I put sarcasm in a song, innit? Or like I've got in my freestyles, I think my core fan base know it. I think maybe because it's less regular nowadays, it becomes a thing where people lose touch. Or do you get what I'm trying to say? Because obviously the internet moves fast. When I drop something 1 week, another 10 people drop something that day. So maybe they're just not familiar with it. I think my goal is to put out more music nowadays.
Right, okay.
Because I feel like I finally got to a point where I think, yeah, I'm sick now. Like
right.
Before I was like, I'm alright. Like I'm alright. Not crazy, but I'm alright. And now I think, yeah, I'm pretty good. And I've got a unique flair to myself. So that's what I want to show.
Who would you like to collaborate with? The weirdest person who people
John
would never...
Bellion.
Say again?
John Bellion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Why?
Just, I wouldn't... interesting.
John Bellion, like, I don't know, Clean Bandit, like, do you get what I'm saying? Just
oh my
left
God, what
side.
was that Clean Bandit song that went... that song. Remember Clean Bandit song? And it was like everyone was singing it.
There's a lot of songs.
I know, but there was that one that I only remember.
Rather Be.
Yes, that one. There's no place I'd rather. Yeah, that is very, very you. I can imagine you doing I can imagine you doing a remix to that. No, I'm just saying. It is though. That is very you. Not even in a bad way. That's probably. But this is the thing. I feel like when you're...
I don't see it as a bad thing.
It's not, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, people assume that just because you're a black boy, you have to do equals this type of music.
Yeah.
And the moment you're a black boy or a black man or a young man or whatever, that's doing maybe a little bit of pop or whatever, they start calling you a sellout. Oh, you're a sellout, you're this, you're that. And it's like, bro, I've never been like...
I think the people that call you sellouts are bums, innit? Like, not even just bums like, in terms of you're financially a bum, but you just sit at home and you comment on everyone, innit? Because how can I be a sellout if I like the music that I make?
But I think what people assume, they might have not known, like you just said that you grew up liking pop music. So people don't know that because people don't associate a black man liking pop. It's you're a black man, so you must only like Tupac or you know what I mean?
I like Tupac.
Yeah, I know, but you get what I mean. They don't understand that you can like both.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be either
and
or.
that's what I tried to do. I tried to put balance with my both, innit? That's my imprint, like me being myself and me liking that. I like both things. I try and create a world reflective of my influences. People that say that, I think it's easy to focus on the negatives because I feel like the internet highlights the negatives, whereas in real life, like, you know what it is? I might listen to WizKid's album and think it's sick.
Right.
Like, yo, this is sick. And I'm not gonna tell him how sick I think it is. Maybe because I'll tell him in person, but like, I don't need to do a think thread on it. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like people go to the internet.
I do a think thread when they hate it.
Yeah, like they don't do a think thread when they like it. But that's neither here nor there, and that's just the way of the world. Like news reports negative things. It's not, oh, a cat got saved today. Yeah. It's like, yo, there's a terrorist attack. And I think you can't fight human nature, so who am I to try and fight someone? If I'm a pop artist, I'm a pop artist. If I'm a grand MC, I've been labelled, I feel like, every step of my career. So they're gonna keep on labelling me, and I'm just gonna keep on being Hardy CAPRIO.
There must have been times when you have cared though.
The only one I cared about was early, and I was like, the ASIN one, when they're like, I don't think you can do it without ASIN. And that was me just being young and 21, innit? And like I said, like, if you know me in real life, as much as I'm relaxed, I'm quite temperamental. I got a switch.
Yeah.
So literally, it's like, people were getting at my ego. So I just had to get my ego in check and grow up. You get it? Like, because could I have done it without Asen? No, because he's a singer, innit? Like,
Yeah.
Like, he sang the hook, I rap.
Are you guys still cool?
Not really. Like, we don't have a problem, but I prefer not to talk about him, to be fair with you.
That's a shame.
It's life, innit?
But there's no hard feelings there. It is what it is.
No hard feelings on my side.
I think it's life, but I think it's sad as well. Because I think what happens is probably egos get involved. Get involved, things happen, and maybe as you get older, you might look back and think, maybe.
I can't, I'll never speak for someone. I don't even want to agree with it so it don't get misinterpreted. Because you know me, I don't want to have a problem with anyone that I don't know before music. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So anyone I know after music, should I say?
Okay.
So that we're all cordial, we're all friends. Everyone here, we're friends, but we know each other from music, innit? And past that, I don't want to be throwing people. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to throw someone on the bus and talk about them like that.
So what have you got coming up next?
I've got quite a few things, and I've got quite a few videos in the locker.
What about acting? Because I saw that promo vid that you did for your new single. That was for the it was. Because I saw it and I was like, what? Going into the house? What's this about? Okay, what's happening here?
Yeah.
That was quite good. That was some good improvisation there. Was you lying about? You said you like feet.
Huh?
You like feet?
I don't say that.
You said you liked feet. You said you don't.
I don't. Yeah, I appreciate them.
Okay,
but
good.
you know what you're saying right now insinuates that
you like feet.
Yeah, no, but you know what you're doing.
No, oh my God, look, you like feet.
I respect you, and I respect what you're doing. Look, I appreciate when people's feet and hygiene in general are well kept. Do I look at feet and get a boner? No, I don't. That's what I'm saying.
You did say that, and the thing is, like, I just feel like I get hard when you think by looking at the feet.
Yeah.
But I love guys that get hard looking at feet.
That's. Let everyone do their thing, innit?
No, I love guys that love feet because I love to get my feet rubbed. That's like one of my top things in life. That's like like some guys will be like, can you cook? My thing will be like, do you like feet? And if a guy's like, no, I don't like feet, I'm just like, bye. I want to have my feet up on you on the sofa, and I used to date this one guy, yeah. He used to be obsessed with my feet. As in, like, I'd be talking to him and he'd just want my feet on him while we was talking.
And you put it in his mouth?
A couple times he did do that. But what would happen as well is we would be talking and he would just stop looking at me and then just stare at my feet. And I'd be like, are you listening to what I'm saying? And he'll be like, no, sorry, I was just looking at your feet. And I used to just love that. Yeah. I've got trainers on today. But I would say I've got decent feet. Any questions for me before we wrap up?
When are you going to stop trying to antagonize black men?
Ooh! Antagonize or question?
Antagonize.
You antagonize.
I feel like you're a smart person, so I know when you word things, it's quite precise.
No, but I feel like it's not antagonizing. It's just because they feel like it's antagonizing, or you feel like it's antagonizing because you don't want to have these conversations. But you're not going to say I was antagonizing today.
I wouldn't say you're antagonizing.
Exactly, yeah. Because
do you know what it is? I just feel sorry for when I've got younger friends that have an ego, and it's like, yo, leave them alone, innit?
But that's what I'm saying. It's because it's their ego that gets in the way. Because I am helping them.
Help them.
I am, and also they pretend like they don't like it, and then they do. Everyone comes here willingly, sits down, has a conversation, and it's just, I feel like people think it's antagonizing because they're not used to a question where it's like, back and forth and there's a conversation and whatnot. So I don't think I'm antagonizing anyone.
All right. Just
think
be
I'm
nicer
actually-
with the wording, man. People skills, man. Trust me. I learned a lot about that.
I have
just,
good people skills.
I just
How
want
can
you. I want the best for you, innit?
And I feel like the best is happening.
Yeah.
Because of my
Because this is happening. I appreciate that. You're smooth.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. What is it? Smooth.
This happens. I can't be that antagonising. Because everyone comes still.
Sometimes, but I'm competitive. So
So you was just like,
Yeah. I was like, what are you gonna say?
those are videos, cool.
Yeah, you're cool.
But I'm cool people's, man.
Yeah, cool,
So,
What are you saying? Invite you to a couple parties.
do you have good parties?
Yeah, nah, I'm alright. I'm mature now, man. Put my feet up, go studio,
That's
man.
because you're wifed off now, so you can't have the parties anymore.
I'm quite a free man. Do you get me? I wouldn't be in a controlling situation.
Oh, that's what they all say. That means I wouldn't be in a controlling situation. That's when I was like, I have to work, babe. I have to work. I'm at the studio. I have to work. These times you just got bare girls in the studio.
Nah, I'm a peaceful man, so.
Oh, then I'm a peaceful man.
I'm a peaceful man. I just come here, I just work. Check out my music. I'm a rapper. I hope you like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell them where to find you.
Hardy CAPRIO on everything. So Twitter, TikTok. Is it TikTok? What's the new, like Twitter,
don't do
Instagram,
TikTok.
TikTok? I stay off socials nowadays.
Do you?
Like I come and post and then I go.
Yeah, I thought it was quite funny in that video as well. You said that your most distinctive feature was your eyes,
Yeah,
the absence of them.
the absence of them, yeah.
Why would you say that for?
Because it's like, yo, we all know I got small eyes, innit? Like some people think like, bare people think I smoke. Bare.
Yeah, that's like it does give off that vibe.
Yeah, man. Like, but you're dissing me, you're dissing my mum. Like, what, it runs in the family. Like, why are we dissing my family? Innit? Like, I got small eyes.
Don't say that.
Like, yo, fuck you too, innit?
Are they just really just like that all the time?
Yeah, they're small, innit? Like, I got good vision.
Have you got 20/20 vision?
Not 20/20, but
Okay,
like,
I've got bad
I've got like
eyesight.
0.25, 0.75.
Oh my god, you know what mines are?
Go on.
-8.
Is it? Jesus.
-8. And like, look how big my fucking eyes are.
That's why you can't see the evil you're doing.
Me?
Yeah, it wasn't that funny.
Oh my god,
It wasn't that funny, guys.
It was, because you said that's why you can't see the evil that you're doing. I thought that was hilarious. That's probably the funniest thing you've said the whole time.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm
but
not a comedian.
I
though.
find stuff weirdly funny though.
What, you like dad jokes?
Yeah, like dry
Yeah.
humour.
I like dry humour.
I'm a dry humour person.
Is it?
He said that's why you can't see the evil that you're doing.
I'm happy you enjoyed it. It's just not that funny. No, do you know what? You enjoy it.
I thought that was hilarious. Don't make me look
Where
like
can we find you then?
on this channel and ZEZE MILLZ.
ZEZE MILLZ.
ZEZEMILLZ. Because some people put the S at the end.
Why did you put a Z at the end? Was it to represent like your urbanness?
Someone said that to me the other day. They was like, how old are you? Grow up. Why have you put a Z at the end of your name? You should have put an S. I mean, you should have put an S. No, because the Z, because I wanted to add another Z because my name is starts with a Z.
So like ZEZE.
So just Zs everywhere.
Like you're putting me to sleep. Zs.
No, as in like, I'm the shit, so I'm going to put Z wherever I fucking can put it. So you know
I respect that, you know.
that the Z is here.
So what are we rapping?
Showing his age. Look at him showing his age.
I gotta be
He was doing
young.
so well. He was doing so well, and then he had to do this thing across the table and go. And then he had the cheek to tell me that he wasn't that funny. Anyway, guys, it's been nice talking with you.
It's been great talking to you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm looking forward to whatever projects you're going to bring out. You haven't brought an album out, have you? No.
I haven't, you know.
When's the album coming out?
I don't want to say the date, man. It gives me better pressure. Nah, but it's finished, though.
Oh, is
like-
it finished?
Yeah, it's finished.
Okay.
Yeah, it's finished. It's just that, do you know what it is? I'm got to liaise with the big building.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How many Love Island people do you have on there?
What, on my album? None, you know.
Oh, okay.
Unless you count me. I think because I'm a bit towery, innit?
You are a bit towery.
Yeah, then I'm more
I wouldn't
over.
be surprised if I saw you on Love Island.
Is it?
No,
You
I
think
wouldn't.
I'll see it? I don't think they'll step out for me though, you know. I think I'm like an acquired taste.
I feel like
you
they
get it?
might initially not step out for you.
Yeah.
But then what will
So
happen
you're saying
is...
I'm ugly?
I didn't say you're ugly.
So you're saying I'm ugly?
I didn't say that. But I'm saying that initially that might be the case.
What, that I'm ugly at the start, but not...
And then, not that you're ugly, that
Yeah.
they just don't understand you.
No.
And then what happens is your personality. No, I'm not saying you're ugly. I'm not.
No, I'm joking anyway. No.
The type of guys I go for, I always go for guys with banging personalities anyway.
You don't need to flirt with me. I'm taken.
I'm not flirting with you. I'm just saying that's the type of guys. Any guys that are watching, I'm a personality guy anyway.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
So
It's getting a bit inappropriate now, isn't it?
Mate, from when we started talking about head, it was getting inappropriate, but that's my interviews. That's how they go.
Fair enough, and live your life. Hey.
Guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your dad. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
I appreciate it.
We out.
Wow.